welcome back to the Gli Cumbare podcast. This is the podcast where we try to be serious-minded Italian-Canadian, people to discuss anything and everything related to being Italian-Canadian and cultural background and what we miss.
You said serious? You have the wrong podcast.
I said serious.
Wrong
I said
podcast.
serious.
No. It doesn't
We're
work.
serious. I want to create a rapport with everyone out there.
And by the way, I think we've been deserted.
Well, okay. See, Francesca, I already spoke to Francesca, so we're pretty good. But with that, she's going to be back. She will be back. She's just very busy.
I think Alfie deserted us. I think Francesca deserted. It's just us. The last podcast is just us. This podcast, next one probably going to be just us. I don't know what's happening.
But that's why it's a serious podcast, because we discuss topics related to being Italian Canadian, but we also bring in other cultures.
I think you probably said it's going to be serious, and they decided, fuck that, I'm staying home. Alfie did.
Never mind. I don't even remember.
We're kidding.
Yes,
We're kidding,
we are.
obviously.
So welcome back to the podcast, and these are informative podcasts. So if everybody has,
informative
are
about nothing really.
No,
we just talk
are
shit and make jokes.
Where people who listen to what we have to say, basically we choose topics. Like the last one was about the Italian population. So there's a lot of substance between the the jokes and the laughter, because you have to have some.
Why are you making this up?
Because I'm
there is absolutely no substance. You will not learn much, but you're gonna laugh because we're gonna talk stupidities about whatever the topic is, and we'll give you.
This topic is not stupidity. Actually, tonight's topic or today's topic, whatever day, wherever you are in the world, day, night, maybe afternoon. So this topic, we're going to be discussing famous Italian people.
Oh, like all over the world?
All.
Live, present, or who is the most famous? Is that...
all of the above.
Oh, nice.
And the reason why is because we forget about history and where we're from and where we come from, right? So as Italian culture, we miss out on all of that because we're here for the food, the food and the drink. So everybody thinks Italy thinks food and drink, which you're not wrong, but there's so much more that encompasses our culture. So basically, we'll start off with. Why are you laughing?
Because it's funny. I don't know.
Okay.
She's trying to be like informative, but in the end,
informative, and I hear like a cockatiel.
A what?
Okay, so.
Cockatiel?
Yes. So the first and foremost, one of the most prominent famous Italian people, everybody who studied history would know him, is Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, we're going like that.
We're going there.
I thought we were going like, Robert De Niro.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
But that's a different century.
All right. So
we're going back to when,
Da Vinci. Who gives a shit? Yeah, he's a painter. Okay.
He's a painter, but he has, what was his famous painting?
Some religious one. Who cares?
Oh, my Lord. So this is why we have to deal with Lisa when it comes to facts and history.
Absolutely.
So now we're going to be dealing with Leonardo da Vinci was a painter. He was an architect. He was an inventor. He was also known as the Renaissance man. And one of the most famous paintings now is situated at the Louvre, the Mona Lisa.
Oh, the Mona Lisa. Yeah, whatever. Okay,
yes.
So what you're saying is that like you're the informative one reading from Google on this podcast.
Because it is very important that people understand where you come from. And a lot of the younger kids today have no clue. Like you have no clue.
And you think they're watching us to teach them?
Well, let's hope so. Because
they're not, because I wouldn't watch us to teach them. You know who my most famous Italian person is?
Robert De Niro.
No. Roberto Baggio.
Yes, he's a soccer player.
Because he missed the biggest penalty shot. He's probably the best Italian soccer player to ever touch the soccer ball. And he missed the biggest fucking penalty shot of his life.
Okay, but you're not going to condemn him for the rest of his life.
Yes,
he's a fantastic
Italy
soccer
did,
player.
and we do, because it was the World Cup final against Brazil, and he missed by a landslide.
Okay, but it happens. Mistakes happen.
Not in the World Cup final.
At the time, we were all disappointed, but we were recouped since then.
Fuck, I'm still disappointed.
So you can be disappointed. But in the end, soccer is a very, very pleasant game.
Okay, but Francesco Totti, how is he not the most famous?
Well, I was partial to Paolo Maldini, Alessandro Costa Curta.
We're talking soccer, not looks, Lisa.
I know,
okay?
we're talking soccer.
Yeah.
He was number 4, just saying.
Costa Curta.
Paolo Maldini.
Paul Maldini was number 4.
Yes.
What about Alessandro Nesta?
It doesn't matter. What the matters here is that
What the matters here?
What
the matters here is that he was a good-looking motherfucker.
God. So basically you have famous Italian people in every aspect that you look at. So you can have it in the arts, you can have it in the sports, and actually in the movies. So some of and a singer, one of the most famous, Andrea Bocelli. Andrea Bocelli was here.
Was
he here?
We should have asked him to be on the podcast.
Yeah, for sure. He would have definitely wanted to come be on the podcast. He's such a shit.
You said it.
Your mind went there
I'm
on
sure.
parts that are taboo. So Andrea Bocelli is
Leave
a
him
very...
alone. He's blind.
I know. I know he's blind. And
He's a
he's
great singer, by the way.
He is the epitome of gifted.
Yeah,
He is
absolutely.
absolutely phenomenal. I can listen to him sing always.
You know David Foster, who has produced millions and millions of artists.
Mm-hmm.
David Foster said that he is one of him and Celine Dion are the only two that will never use and have never used auto-tune.
Wow.
Because he is perfect pitch. Like, he just nails the note. And he sings. You know how they record him? They lie him on the floor on his back.
Okay.
And they lower a microphone down without touching.
Wow.
And he sings all his recordings on his back. Fucking that beautiful voice comes when he's lying down on his back. Believe that.
Oh, that is incredible. I heard it's
Crazy.
very difficult to sing if you're sitting or lying down.
It's harder. It's harder to expand your
Diaphragm?
your diaphragm to
Okay.
get to those notes. It's definitely harder, but I mean it is doable for sure.
But that is impressive.
He's something else.
Yes, he definitely is. You also have Pavarotti, which I'm not sure many people will remember. He passed away many years ago.
Luciano is the god of gods, man.
Opera singer extraordinaire.
Yeah.
He was absolutely magnificent. So
Probably revered as the best opera singer of all time.
I think so.
People think
yeah,
that,
yeah,
for sure.
I think so. Well, it was the great Caruso.
The what?
Caruso.
The song?
No, the singer. Caruso.
Caruso is a
Caruso.
song.
No, there was what's his name? Caruso.
Ah, okay.
Anyways, listen to me, people.
Hey, wait! Christopher Columbus. He's Italian?
In 1492, he sailed the ocean blue. Little history plug.
No, I know what that is, but I didn't know he's Italian.
Cristoforo Colombo,
No,
mannaggia Madonna.
his name is Christopher. It's not Cristoforo.
For
Colombo.
Italia. for
Hey,
Italia.
listen.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to.
No, listen. I told you want to be informed, you call me. I'll give you all the history you need.
Yes, but your history is in one word. Start.
Whatever. It's crooked. It's crooked.
It
What
is.
can I tell you?
Actually, another, and interestingly enough, this is going to be for our modern day people, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, he's more American, let's be honest.
Yes, but he is also of Italian descent, Verona.
Well, would you consider me a Canadian or an Italian? I was born in Canada.
You were born in Canada, but you are very Italian.
I'm okay.
You are Italian.
I have Italian roots, but if ever I make a song that whatever or something happens, they're not going to know me as the Italian. They're going to know me as the Canadian. because-
Yes, you're the Canadian Italian,
Right?
but you are very deeply rooted in your Italian.
Okay, but Leonardo DiCaprio is still American. I mean,
Yeah, but he doesn't have the RDP accent.
he doesn't have the already. Yeah,
DPer.
he's not from fucking Saint Leonard.
He's
like
not
me.
over by more down there.
If you saw last week's episode, you know that Saint Leonard has the most per capita Italians.
Can you
Second.
No,
Ken,
second.
to Vaughan.
Exactly. Imagine Woodbridge.
That's a fucking crazy.
And that's insanity. Laura Pausini.
How is she more popular than Eros?
That's a good question. Maybe you can answer that because you're in music.
I think Google got it wrong
How do you know?
because I went to see both concerts and there's way more people at Eros than the Laura Pausini.
Well, then it says that she sold millions of albums worldwide.
So did he. They both. By the way, she did what he did. So he writes songs in Italian, and then he releases the same song. He re-records the vocals in Spanish.
Yeah.
So he can hit that different market. and the Spanish speaking, and they all became. And she did the exact same thing. They come up with an album.
Yeah.
They do it in Italian because they're Italian,
Uh-huh.
and then they release the same songs, and they call it They just change the lyrics in Spanish, same lyrics but in Spanish, and they release it in Spanish. It's a way to hit a lot of markets, and that's where they got their global
Following.
fame. Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good. So there's another one that I'm sure people know, Mario Puzo.
Yeah. Oh my God, that movie.
Yes, The Godfather.
Yeah. That's
One,
the one.
2, and 3.
Let's forget about 3.
No, you can't forget about 3. Why would you forget about 3?
I don't know. Maybe because it sucked ass and it shouldn't have been done. That's all.
Some people don't know good quality filming.
Yeah.
So, and then you have Giovanni Caboto, who discovered Newfoundland.
Isn't it funny?
Yeah.
We have Carlo Ancelotti. Isn't that hilarious?
Why is that hilarious?
Because he's a soccer coach. How the hell? That's how big soccer is in Italy. Like, their most famous people, 4 of them on this list, are soccer players or coaches. He's a coach.
Yes.
Fuck. He's a coach. He didn't even win the World Cup.
So, he's a coach.
So how is he more popular than
He's a famous Italian
Marcello
person.
Lippi won the World Cup in 2006? How is Carlo Ancelotti? Okay, he's coached many great teams.
Yeah.
How is he more famous than the guy who actually made them win the World Cup? Which
Because
is
he's
Marcello Lippi?
Italian. And this is a podcast on famous Italian people.
Marcello Lippi is quite Italian, my dear.
Yes, I know.
And he won the World Cup.
I know. He's probably on the list somewhere. You're just scrolling too fast.
He took
That's
them
all.
to the promised land.
Oh,
They won the cup.
dear. Yes.
They won the cup.
I love it. And you get ready for this. Bradley Cooper.
He's not Italian.
He's Italian-Irish descent.
It's a fugazi. You know what that means?
Forget about it.
No. Do you know what a fugazi is?
No, explain it to our
Okay,
viewers.
what's the movie with Johnny Depp? Oh my God, the movie with Johnny Depp where
He's done a lot of movies.
and oh my God, and Robert De Niro.
Johnny Depp
Yeah.
and Robert De Niro?
Yeah, it's based on a true story. It's the mob movie.
Oh, Donnie Brasco.
Donnie Brasco. Fuck, why couldn't I? It's like one of my favorite movies. So in Donnie Brasco, this is at the beginning of the movie, like probably 40 minutes in, when Johnny Depp is trying to get in with De Niro, and they're looking at diamonds, and Johnny Depp looks at De Niro and says, "Well, it's a fucking fugazi," and De Niro's like, "Fuck's a fugazi? It's a fake. This was not fucking real. It's a fugazi."
No, that's so funny.
And De Niro goes, "How the fuck you know it's a fugazi?" "Because I know these things. I'm a fucking guy. I know these." And that's how he got into the family. Now he's playing a cop, right? He was
Yeah.
a cop trying to infiltrate, and he used the line fugazi.
Oh, nice.
That's where I came up with it. Yeah.
That's fantastic. I'm overwhelmed and I feel very zealous knowing that.
So yeah, Donnie Brasco.
So that we have.
Is Donnie Brasco Italian? Brasco.
I would assume so. Yeah.
There you go. That's another famous Italian one. He made a movie.
There you go.
Hey, yo.
There's Robert De Niro. There's Al Pacino.
God, there's so many. But
There's so many famous.
Monica
Bellucci.
Monica Bellucci,
She was-
Sophia Loren.
Monica Bellucci was a model, and Sophia Loren was just natural beauty, like she still is. We also have Casanova. This is a long time ago. This is during the Renaissance, where he used to like debauchery galore, and that's how it started.
I love him already.
There you go. All kinds of debauchery. So yeah, Italians are not famous for that, but we record in history. There are already some like rotten apples, anyways. So we can't blame people.
Guys, if we're forgetting any, which I know we are guaranteed because this is off the cuff. It's just like whatever. Yeah, let's look at our phone and see what we can come up with. Like, feel free, send us comments. Write famous Italian people. I mean, don't include me because, you know, I'm a famous
They
Italian
said
person.
famous Italian
No, I'm Canadian. Yeah, I wouldn't count.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Steve Carell is of Italian descent also. the
Okay,
actor.
but that's not real. Look, come on.
What do you mean it's not real?
Like, we're pushing it. That's American. And if Steve Carell I mean, come on. You know, I'm
Yeah.
talking born in Italy.
Well, we said famous Italian people.
Well, Italian to me encompasses
Yes, but
being
you-
born in fucking Italy.
Oh my God,
Not
man.
fucking China, Italy. That's what makes them Italian.
Yes, I know that. So there's a lot of famous people in Benito Mussolini.
That's
Now,
a good one, motherfucker. He changed the world. That's
if
a
you
big
yell
one.
louder, it's going to be even better.
That's a good.
He
No, it's
is-
important.
He is. Okay, so he was a fascist and Second World War. And that's where my history will end right now. 'cause
Look,
I
look,
really
she's
wanna
getting. She's
discuss-
really getting into it. Did you say
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah. Not that anyone gives a shit, but yes.
But he was a famous Italian person.
Do you know that Italians are famous as being what do you call it? Not cruise directors, but they boats. Like they're super. What do you call it? The captain. The
Captain of a
captain
ship.
of the ship.
Yeah.
Like Italians, every cruise line has an Italian Captain. They're all fucking
I wonder
Italian.
why that is.
I don't know. There's something about Italians and fucking being captains of ships.
Well, I know the age-old joke were Italians that were very good at paving driveways.
No, that's St. Leonard. and
Yeah,
RDP.
yeah, that too. And we hose driveways and we sweep driveways and stairs, the exterior of the house, because we've got to make sure that the asphalt is clean. Yes, it's true.
That's St. Leonard.
No, but we used to do it in LaSalle too.
Oh, okay, because you stole it from St. Leonard.
No,
LaSalle is fake.
It could have been that LaSalle stole it from St. Leo stole it from LaSalle.
No.
I'm just saying it could be roles reversed.
LaSalle is.
We were pretty up there when it came to tradition in cleaning houses, exterior.
I don't know.
Yes. So now, so that would be. With that being said, I think we're very lucky in terms of being Italian. Even if we're Italian Canadian or Italian American, whatever descent you are, it's always good to know a little bit of history and a little bit of people who are famous that bring out your culture.
Let us know if we forget who we forgot. Let us know who you think
call
is
Stef.
famous.
Call Stef.
Yeah, call me directly.
Yeah, call
me.
him directly. He's definitely gonna answer. Not.
Yeah, I got no life.
Yeah.
What can I tell you? I answer everybody.
There you go.
Oh, leave us a comment. Write it in. If you think of a famous Italian person that we did not cover, not that we covered much, we just blurted out names, but it is whatever.
But they
it's
were
good.
important names, and people
They were
probably
important.
recognize
They were
them.
important, but let's just let's see who we forgot. Because I'm curious to see who's gonna call us out to say how the hell
Google, Vanny, Google.
how did you forget this dude?
Yeah, that's what they'll say for sure.
Do we have a segment?
We
Lisa?
have a superstition.
I love it. Let me know what
Me
crazy.
too. I like superstitions. So I'm just gonna wait for the jingle.
Done.
What do you mean done?
It's finished.
Sad. So the jingle, the superstition that I have at this very moment, it's called out with the old.
Okay.
Yeah!
Yeah. Oh, she just told me to get out. All right.
I'm kidding. So out with the old, which basically means, so Italians focus on the New Year's tradition. So I had mentioned it before. One of the traditions were lentils. The lentils actually represented coins, which were good luck, which you had to eat on New Year's Eve. This other age-old tradition, it's actually literally around New Year's. Now, in some of the parts, especially in the South, people will throw their old things out of the window. Okay? But hang on. They're not small things, okay? So these are basically, they'll throw out old chairs, tables, pans, anything, pillows, clothes.
Bodies.
Yeah, it could be. And the idea behind this, believe it or not, is throwing out your old gear before midnight. You can prepare your home for new good fortune in the new year. So if you want to get rid of anything, that's the time to do it.
So make sure you ask your wife to sit on the ledge for 2 seconds. Oops!
You're gonna go for that stretch. And you watch them take a 10-point swan dive out of the window, do a pirouette, and they fall on the mattress below.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, so out with the old. Give them all a good and make the kick fucking count. Boom! Anyways, so that is the superstition, though. Joking aside, that is a superstition, especially in the South. And I'm from the South. My family, well, not personally, but I mean, my family originated from the South. So Calabria and Campobasso. So, I mean, we all have those very, I guess, very rural
How do you want to say
Ideas.
fucked up ideas? Yes.
Idea. No, I like the idea of out with the old. I totally embrace
Yeah,
it.
throwing them out the window. Sure, that's
Fucking
a
right. If you
great idea.
deserve it, damn it.
That's a great idea.
Yes.
Yep.
I know. I like the concept of starting fresh, like starting new. Now, you don't have to literally throw out your divan, but I mean,
Which would be couch, by the way.
Yes.
Let's not forget that this is an English podcast.
yeah, like divan or couch, or as we say in Calabrese, Chesterfield
Yeah, which means Chesterfield,
in British.
because they stole it
it's
from. Yeah, they stole it.
Brits.
It's an English term. But
It is. Regardless, there's not a vocabulary lesson, but I
like
think
I used to go, my grandfather used to say, "Va a pisterz,"
upstairs.
and I'd be like, "No, that's English."
No, we would be say vatin sopra.
Sopra, yeah,
Yeah,
but that's
so-
Italian. But
yeah,
no, you would say
I
a
know,
pisterz.
but I'm also Campobasso. But if let's say, for example, when you say mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
in Calabrese,
Mashed patate.
macinate.
Macinate.
Yeah, patate macinate.
I've heard that. That's
Oh yeah, okay. So
meat. A carne macinata.
no, we would do.
Means the same
Oh, patate scamacciate.
Okay, that's
what
a
we would
fucked
say.
up word.
Yeah, okay. So
Okay.
patate scamacciate are mashed potatoes.
That's a fucked up word.
Yeah, in Calabrese. So
Good
there's
stuff.
a lot of things. So there's a lot of things that I could say that maybe people won't understand. Just saying. So yes, so the idea of the superstition, I like that idea because yes, I believe the concept of starting anew, but not necessarily throwing out everything you own, so that you can go bankrupt
Yeah.
and rebuy everything. Because the next year you're gonna have to throw it all back out. So I think that was a pretty interesting superstition.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It is a bit odd.
Love it.
On that note, to all our viewers out there who are wondering what we do all the time, this is it.
Nothing.
This is it, and we embrace everybody who enjoys watching us.
Hopefully you had a good laugh.
Embracing it as well. So,
Hopefully.
guys, we'll catch you in for the next podcast. Bye.
Awesome. Bye.